Welcome back to the Golden Sun series. We are starting Lost Age today, and you can see before me we have the name select screen just like we did in the first Golden Sun, although I did some editing magic that I'm not sure I'm going to do in this one or not. But the very first thing we're going to do is select 3 times, or minus on the switch. So we just heard the beep. We should be able to change our name now to... where are we? We named Felix Mark in the previous game. Jenna was named Alice. Sheba was named Zelda. And then Piers is an interesting one. He is a new character that we're not going to meet for a while. He's, I want to say, kind of like the Mia of the first game, except for the fact that, you know, at this point we're meeting him after the first game, and it's going to be very far into the second game, so he's not at all like Mia. Anyway, we're going to call him Syros, and that is a Greek name that is very similar to his original name, Piers. Let me just double check the spelling here, I don't want to get it wrong. And I thought it also kind of played into the fact that the... Nope, not Siror. That's almost Latin. But that kind of plays into the fact that Lemurians are like almost like the analog of the Atlanteans, and I just thought it was cool. It played into the whole quasi-Greek thing that I think they've got going on. Anyway, then we have to do our other cheat code, which is up, down, left, right, up, right, down, left, up, select. And with that, we should be able to enter the names for the other characters. And I think we have to enter the password first. So I'm probably going to skip over this in editing because this is going to take a long time and I'm surely going to get some of the characters wrong. Alrighty, last letter, no whammies. Yes, password accepted. Let's go. Alright, now we get to very carefully back out Isaac's name and put in Robin from the first game. Oh man, my hands are so sweaty, you guys. Password entry is terrifying because it like validates the game state or something like that. Wait. Do I need to... No, hold on, okay. Up, down, left, right, up, right, down, left, up, select. Okay, I think it's one of those cases where I need to put in... It was already there. Why am I like that? Okay, so we just need to put in Robin, and then trust. We need to trust that we're going to get to edit all of the other names. Oh! Okay, there we go. So... I don't know why. I guess I had to re-enter the code again, but that's fine. We got there. Garth. Salem. Where is the L? There we go. I hate that it's not QWERTY. I said this once in an earlier take before I, didn't trust the game. And then, yeah. I just hate that this isn't QWERTY. Like... It's weird seeing it all alphabetized. Alright, come on. Ages ago, or so the stories tell, the power of alchemy ruled over the world of Weird. Alchemy wrought the base elements of humanity into thriving civilizations, like lead into gold. But in time, man's dreams gave birth to untold strife, dreams of endless riches, of eternal life, of dominion over all that lived, dreams of conquest and of war. These dreams would have torn the world apart if not for a few brave and wise men who sealed away the power of alchemy deep in Mount Eleph's soul sanctum. Prologue from Book 1. The town of Vale guarded the secret for many years until Robin and Alice, whose parents died in a storm 3 years before, disturbed the sanctum. Suchuros and Minardi of the Mars clan followed them into the sanctum. With them traveled Alice's brother, Mark, thought lost in that same tragic storm. Suchuros and Minardi stole the elemental stars, the keys to breaking the seal on the power of alchemy, and kidnapped Alice and the scholar Craden. If these 4 jewels were used to fire the elemental lighthouses, the seal on alchemy would be broken. Robin and Garth set out to stop Suchuros, rescue their friends, and return the elemental stars to their home in Sol Sanctum. They banded together with a young wind adept named Salem and pursued Suchuros and Minardi to Emil, a winter-locked town near Mercury Lighthouse. There, they met the guardian of the lighthouse, a water adept named Marie. With her, they pursued Suchuros to the Eyrie high atop Mercury Lighthouse. Robin was too late to stop Suchuros from lighting the beacon and escaping. Again, Robin chased him, crossing Angara to the shores of the Caragol Sea. Taking passage on a troubled ship, Robin crossed the Caragol to Tolby. He spoke with Tolby's leader, a strange man named Bobby. Bobby entered Robin in Colosso as a test of his powers. Robin's synergy won Colosso and earned him Bobby's trust. Bobby revealed a great secret to Robin. Thanks to a mystic draft from the lost land of Lemuria, Bobby had lived for 150 years. He offered to help Robin, who then headed deep into Gondolin. In the town of Lalivero, Robin learned that Suchuros and Minardi had kidnapped a young girl named Zelda, whom they needed within the lighthouse. Robin fought and defeated them atop the lighthouse, but he was too late. The beacon had been lit. A great cataclysm followed. Zelda fell into the sea. Mark jumped in to save her, but both were lost in the roiling waves. Alice left the lighthouse to find them, but to no avail. Robin went to Lalivero, where Bobby asked him to find Lemuria and the remaining lighthouses. He gave Robin a Lemurian ship to make the journey for the Lost Land. This chapter of our story begins with Alice, just before the beacon on Venus Lighthouse is lit. Oh! Of course! That's the only functional reason that that's here! Yeah, so a couple of things while we're on our way out of the lighthouse. That area just there functionally had no use in the previous game because it was a shortcut to get back, like, from the lighthouse, theoretically, through the entrance. And, oh man, it sucks that that chest is there because I have a feeling that if we had a way to get to it, we could theoretically... Wait, actually, hold on. Yeah, no. But there's no usable Synergy, and I think we need Reveal to get there. But what I was saying is, in the last game, if you triggered the exit thing, you couldn't actually get back through that. Now, we've confirmed that all of the names have carried over correctly, thanks to that cutscene. And the only thing that's in flux is whether or not the save transfer has actually worked. And the problem is, I foolishly skipped over the screen that confirms the data. I can get sort of an idea of if everything is correct by looking back at this in editing. And if I find any massive discrepancies, then I'll probably end up replaying this again while I'm still close to the beginning, because the only other way we'd find out is if I played until about halfway through the game and then was able to confirm it. But as long as the levels line up and the gin allocations line up, I imagine I've gotten the code right. And the other thing is, I kind of panicked because I thought, like, I pressed B at that screen instead of, like, scrolling through it, and I thought for a second that it, like, reset everything. But I suspect you have to press B to exit out of that screen anyway. And just that interaction while trying to do the whole talk to you guys thing kind of short-circuited my brain a little bit. Rude. Okay, seeing Synergy used on the overworld is very freaky. Or, that is to say, Synergy used in combat in the overworld is very freaky. Bruh. Great use of sound effects, though. One of my favorite battle themes. Okay, I don't think this is necessarily any of the upgrades we got at the beginning of the previous game, so my whole upgrade her attire before leaving doesn't seem to have done anything. I am kind of curious about what level she is. Hold on. What button is that? Is that not that one? This one? The level might be about right. But then again, she might just start off at level 5 regardless, because that's pretty much as far as you're going to get unless you really grind on the first game. Now, I'd just like to point out that I'd like to point out again that both of these games were originally intended to be one massive game on one cart. And so all of these resources are theoretically just exactly the same levels as the first game. And so if we were somehow able to go through the Venus Lighthouse or whatever, then we theoretically could have gotten that chest and potentially gotten some of the gear that we got the first time around, but I don't think it's possible otherwise because we don't have reveal. Now, for the longest time, I thought that this was the only time you hear Jenna's theme at all, but it turns out that if you arrange your party such that she is the only quote-unquote party lead in that party, then you will hear this theme again. So that basically means that you leave Isaac and Felix in your off party or something like that, and then you can hear this theme again. It just absolutely blew my mind. Now, unfortunately, we can't really do that until much later in the game, like I said. But for now, we're just going to keep on going. And I'm pretty sure everything is scripted up to this point in time. Yeah. I do kind of want to heal up, just in case. This feels like a Dora the Explorer episode. Can you find the ship? because something has gone horribly wrong. And everybody that actually stayed around to the end of the last video has seen this before. That's the funniest thing. Somebody understands geology! Yay! This freaking game. Hold on. There we go. Now, the funny thing is, on my Steam Deck playthrough, this is right around where I left off. And so now we are finally getting into stuff that I haven't done in a very long time, and probably don't remember nearly as well as the first game. This has been Session 18, Part 1 of Omega Plays Golden Sun. Part 2, released on Tuesday, October 22nd. If you're new to the channel, please consider liking, subscribing, and clicking that bell to be notified. As always, I'm looking forward to your feedback in the comments below. And with that, I will catch you on the flip side. Thanks for watching, everybody. Well, if you still happen to be here, here is an extra little thing that I did when I had to re-record the opening scroll because I got my timings all wrong in the first one because I didn't realize you had to push the button. I also checked that the code is correct and just verified it against what we saw earlier. So theoretically, all the stats are fine, all of my items are fine, and it wouldn't have accepted the code if it wasn't correct, but here's some footage of me checking the items right now. And also, even if I happen to get it wrong, I noticed that there is an option on the main menu, which should be showing up right about now, that says Update, and if you select that, you can re-enter a code on a save file. As long as you are before, I want to say Jupiter Lighthouse, you can continually update that save file with previous Golden Sun data. So if you, like, for instance, return to Golden Sun 1 and grind out some stuff, now you can have it in the second game without having fully replayed the second one. Anyway, that's all. Thank you for sticking around this long.